So adventures, last time you saw me I was in St. Louis at the gateway to the west, the St. Louis Arch. Well, I'm heading back in an southeasterly direction. And I saw this place on the map and I had to get off. This is Santa Claus, Indiana. Real quick, they called it Santa Claus, Indiana only because they were going to call it Santa Fe, Indiana, but there was already a Santa Fe. So they needed a zip code in the post office, so they called it Santa Claus, Indiana, and that's basically the story. I thought it was something a little more interesting, but it's not. But yeah, so they've got Santa here and the Christmas tree, and it's America's Christmas hometown. And then right behind me are these like Santa cottages you can rent. So everything's Santa. So we're gonna go check out and see what else they have here in Santa Claus, Indiana. And here at the Santa Lodge, they've got more Santa statues. Welcome to Santa Claus, Indiana. It's 95 degrees. 95 degrees here. Ho, 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 I'm burning my butt off. Smells good in here. Yeah, it's Friday. This is a great shop, and they had so much Christmas stuff, but they also had copywritten Christmas music playing over the speakers the entire time. So I'm going to take you a little ride here through this wonderful shop. They had pretty much everything you can imagine in the way of Christmas decorations, and pretty much every culture, race, orientation, you name it. And I just enjoyed walking around. It smelled really good in here. They have a fudge shop in the back where they were cooking and making fresh fudge. So here's some of the ornaments they have. And if I see something that particularly interested me, I sort of would zoom in on it. But in the back here, here's where they were making the fudge and the cake. And they do have a Santa Claus meet and greet year-round, but he's only there Saturdays and Sundays in the mornings. And here's where you'd go to meet him. So he is here year-round, but he wasn't here this particular day. I think it was like Sunday or a Monday or something like that. No, it couldn't have been. I think it was a Monday. Here's some light-up Christmas decorations, things with plugins and such. It smelled so good in here. I can't really stress that enough. Here's Christmas tree lights. And the part that surprised me here in a minute was they also had Halloween decorations, which I find kind of awesome because Halloween is kind of creeping into Christmas's success. Halloween now is getting big, but every single room was just one more Christmas thing after the next. Sports-themed Christmas items right here. And we're going to keep going here to the other room where they had more lights and other things like that. Here's my favorite, nutcrackers. Fantastic. I do like to collect nutcrackers. I'm Germanic descent, but they have a Wizard of Oz nutcracker here. They've got nutcrackers from the play The Nutcracker. Chefs, you name the hobby, they have a nutcracker for it. And here's some Snoopy things they also had. But this shop, I mean, during the holiday season, I can't imagine how much money they make, but they are pricey. Here's the Wizard of Oz nutcracker I was talking about. I think they wanted like $140 for that. So, you know, it's a specialty shop, so they have to make their money. I get it. But a lot of the stuff in here was very, very expensive. They also had a lot of stuff you'd see like at the Hallmark store and other items. Jim Shore. So as you can see there, they had Jim Shore items, and here's a lot more Jim Shore items in the case, and these are like very expensive because these are rare Jim Shore items I haven't even seen in the Hallmark store before. So, you know, for the deep-pocketed customer that they have come through here that really likes collecting, this is definitely the spot for you. They've got all sorts of Disney and other items here. I've never seen Beauty and the Beast and Prince Adam there without his beast style. So anyways, here is my other obsession, Christmas Holiday Village. So I've started creating one every holiday season myself. And they've got the brand here that's really expensive. So these are Department 56 Holiday Village pieces, and these are very nice but also very expensive. And I've always wanted some Department 56 stuff, but it's just really expensive. So here's the Halloween stuff that starts popping in. They've got like Disney Haunted Mansion Halloween stuff that just starts creeping in here and there. And as you can see with my videos, I like to zoom in on the things that kind of interest me. So as I turned the corner, I saw it and I was like, wow, here's all the Halloween stuff from Department 56. Now, this isn't the Halloween stuff you see like in Michael's or, places like that. This is the stuff you have to special order. They had Hocus Pocus. They had the Haunted Mansion here. There's the California version of Haunted Mansion. They had Sleepy Hollow from Washington Irving's book. They had, as you can see, the Hitchhiking Ghosts. This section was pretty awesome. And over the right there, they also had, there's the Hocus Pocus house. They also had things from Christmas Story, the movie Christmas Story, lots of houses and things like that. So, yeah, if you've got deep, deep pockets, Department 56 is the way to go. And, of course, National Lampoon's Vacation. They've got Cousin Eddie's RV. They've got Clark's car. Mm-hmm. They've got Clark on, going down the hill on the ski thing, and he runs into the Walmart. They've got all these scenes. They've got the grandfather, Uncle Richard, whatever his name is, burning the tree down. Here's more Nutcrackers from Wizard of Oz. Crazy expensive. I think most of these were well over $100. But again, they know what they have, and that's okay. So I just kind of walked around one more time to make sure I didn't miss anything of special interest to me. But this is here's the religious section. If you like to celebrate a religious Christmas, they had manger scenes and things like that. Customizable Christmas ornaments. But the smell of fudge going through here was very, very awesome. I think they also were making coffee and hot chocolate if you wanted it. But I went in July and it was 95 degrees outside, so I wasn't really in the mood for either, but that's okay. But people were still coming in to look around, and they didn't have any Hallmark ornaments. I did notice that. No Hallmark ornaments, primarily, off-brand and things like that. So kind of like a Hobby Lobby type of thing going on, but really cool nonetheless. More copyrighted music playing, so more narration, and here we go. This section looks like they had a lot of snow globes, and snow globes are, I think my mom used to collect them way back when. They had light up snow globes and little scenes and things like that. But so much cool stuff in this place. And again, this is Santa Claus, Indiana. If you ever get a chance to go by here, the story goes they were going to call it Santa Fe, Indiana, but the name was already taken. So they needed a zip code and a name. So the town council got together and came up with the name Santa Claus. The theme park. Well, they have a theme park. It's not Santa World like in Cherokee, North Carolina. They have Holiday World, and they celebrate all holidays themed around the theme park with roller coasters and things like that, celebrating Halloween, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, you name it, they celebrate it. So we just drove by. We are again Adventures. This time now we're in Kentucky. We left Indiana. Last time I saw you guys, I was at Santa Claus, Indiana, but right here in just outside Lexington is a Big Boy, and this is more specifically, this is Frisch's Big Boy. Frisch's, so not Bob's. Bob's is in Burbank. This is a Frisch's Big Boy. It's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to eat here. I'm on my way to Lexington. Anyways, here we are. So we're inside where Frankfort, Kentucky eats Frisch's Big Boy. And there he is. Over here by the bathrooms. Big Boy stuff. It's losing track of the days here. Anyways, Buc-ee's number 4 here on the trip. This is the second Buc-ee's in Kentucky. This one is crazy crowded. It's a Saturday. Let's go inside and see what they got. What's up, Adventures? Today we're at, this is Buc-ee's. We're at Buc-ee's. This is Kentucky's second Buc-ee's. Okay, so this is Kentucky's second Buc-ee's on a Saturday. It's really crowded in here. It looks like everybody likes your place. Yeah, I'd say so too. Thanks for doing everything, Buc-ee. High five. All right, thanks, guys. So this one is very crowded, so just bear with me here. This is a Saturday. Go to the bathroom. Excuse me. So I just wanted to say how absolutely crowded this place was. I have never been to a Buc-ee's that was this crowded. Maybe it's because it was a Saturday in July. Also, I've never seen so many people traveling. Normally I take my teacher summer break trip in June. I've never gone in July, but July brought with it more travelers than I normally ever see in hotels, on the road, in the road stops, and especially in Buc-ee's. As I walked through the food section, it took every ounce of my self-control not to buy something. I had just left a Starbucks that was right next to the hotel and gotten coffee and breakfast. So I was about as full and comfortable as I could be. I didn't realize how close I was to the other Buc-ee's. So this is the first time I've ever gone into a Buc-ee's and not gotten something to eat, whether it be barbecue sandwich, a burrito, banana pudding. I usually always buy something. I think I maybe did get some candy-coated pecans, but I didn't eat them. I just set them away for later. The smell in here is always so inviting. Even as crowded as this was, it still made me want to eat food. Just came from the Buc-ee's here in Kentucky, and I have never, in all the Buc-ee's that I've been to, seen one so crowded as that one. It's a Saturday, and there was a line for the bathroom, and they had bathroom attendants in the bathroom like they do when a grocery register becomes open and they wave you over. They were waving people over to open urinals and open stalls for the toilets. That's how crowded it was. There was a line out front to get a picture with the metal Buc-ee that sits in front. So I got as much footage as I could, and then I had to leave. It was just too crowded. And I say that, considering Buc-ee's are crowded most of the times. That one was too crowded. So we're heading on to the next spot, which is the very first Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Kentucky Fried Chicken Museum.